Alrighty, friends, welcome back to the 70-star qualifiers. It's an exciting day. We have the second game of something of a doubleheader. My name is Shantastic, and I'm joined by the man, the myth, the legend, D whatever. How's it going, D?
What an introduction. Yo, it's good. Very excited to commentate with you. I haven't commentated in so long. And now Wilko versus Yale. It's gonna be an exciting match. I've actually heard that Wilko has been trying to get more consistent. He's been working on that. He was in my chat earlier and actually confirmed that. So he's probably looking to go strong. And that match earlier was actually looking really good for him as well.
Yeah, no, I'm quite excited. I'm even more excited, but what the heck is Wilko doing here right now? Race hasn't even started.
After the race earlier ended tragically, he tried to soft lock there. You can actually do that with a ground pound. I think you have to bonk, and then you get stuck there.
Oh man. All right, looks like we're getting started here soon. And yeah, no, I saw that I had the on my laptop, I had the stream open on mute and I was doing some other stuff and I was like, did he soft lock?
Yeah, he did something I've never seen before. He like ground pounded and I don't know, kind of got stuck for a little while and then just fell down afterwards. Like almost like a bait soft lock, I guess. I've never seen that before.
Yeah, so we are headed right here into that run. Looks like interesting. Looks like Yale does have a significant lead here in the intro cutscene. We're not quite able to see his timer, so I'm not really sure. It might be some slightly sketchy stuff going on. Maybe he started his system a little bit earlier than his opponent, but we'll be sorting that out probably in adjusting time.
There it is.
Looks like the timer is up.
Just forgot to add it, I guess. All right. And both on the English version as well, which is good for 70-star, since it's a second faster.
Interesting. Wilko takes the lead, however.
The signal beep to make sure that Wilko got lucky to skip. But yeah, already missing around 7 seconds. It's around 7 seconds missing that lucky to skip. It's kind of sad, but it doesn't put you back too far. It's just the beginning too.
Indeed, co-commentator going through a little bit of phone cut-s moment there, but
wow, Wilko was quite far away from the bomb. That looked kind of sketchy. Good thing he still grabbed it.
Indeed, Yo. Oh my goodness, Yo actually taking a bit of a bop from the bomb.
And that is, in my opinion, very, very scary because the camera is kind of messed up, and then okay, gets the re-grab very nicely. And second try. But yeah, already falling that far behind right in the beginning. He already also missed like a skip if you didn't see.
Yeah, I did. So Yale hitting himself a 2-minute bomb clip, certainly not ideal for a marathon, but it is obviously in a race. There's so much more to go, especially in 70-star. We're gonna see some cool stuff. We got predictions down in chat for Psystorm's Wilko. At a 12.5.
Yo, let's go.
Oh my god, in the words of Pancake Jones, Wilko is a god gamer indeed.
The legend. Sadly, cannot Wilko clip in this category, but
unfortunately.
He's giving us that 0.5, so not bad.
What an absolute legend. Going down. Yale picking up a very, very respectable 12.7 on his own end.
Slight cast movement error. He got stuck on the fence and changed his camera angle because of that, because he was stuck for too long and didn't find his way into the penning right away. Oh well. I'm going for Owls first. Takes a full spin and that looks alright. Nice. Gets in there.
Yeah, very clean Owless. Wilko having a great start to his run, and Yale going for that 100 coin.
Probably in a race, the best thing to get out of the way first, since there's a lot more that can go wrong on 100 coins than on Owless and Cannonless. Just making sure you get through there.
Yeah, I guess I would especially, I guess in a race, it kind of totally comes down to preference because obviously you're not going to be resetting anything. So
exactly.
it's definitely nice to get
stuck
that 100 point out.
Okay, still manages to grab the red coin, but has to go for these 5 first. And Wilko had a very nice canvas as well. Like, no problem, no issue whatsoever.
Yeah, but overall, Yale having a pretty good 100 coin. He did do the I call it the marathon route because, well, it's the slowest and most reliable 100 coin on Womp's Fortress. But he did manage to get that half cycle, so really nothing major going wrong. So seems pretty comfy at this point.
Definitely, but now it's let's see what Wilko goes on. Maybe he's got a better route in his back pocket, but misses the side flip.
Oh no!
Not able to show where to grab the tree there. That was kind of unfortunate. And decides to just go for the wonking instead, which is pretty smart because if you lose that much time in the beginning already, you're not gonna be able to make the cycle that you want. So, I just want to try again.
Yeah, definitely probably smarter to just go for that. Probably gonna just select previous star so that he avoids the top of the fortress flag, I presume?
Yeah, I think so. You just want to make sure that you don't do 100 coins with that.
Yeah, because it's like, yeah.
It lags a lot, so... And you don't lose any time switching the star, I believe. You can still get the same entrance, so... No problem at all.
Indeed. Did he actually select previous star? I'm not familiar with how the frame lag really factors in.
It comes into effect when you're at the piranha part. That's where it gets really, really bad. But I'm pretty sure he did select star 1.
Certainly good news from Wilko. Getting a better cycle for sure. Yeah, it looks like he did pick the right star in star select. Getting a better cycle on Womp's going to be saving a little time over his opponent.
Quite cleaner than Yale's too. Yale didn't manage to get the double jump after the blue coin switch actually. So the wise decision to just go for that wonking to back up 100 coins afterwards.
Indeed, and yeah, it looks like now you're seeing that Yale looks to be like a tiny bit ahead of his opponent, but of course now that Wilko's cleaning up the 100 coin star, and he has done the chip off Womp's black star already, which is the slowest star on Womp's Fortress. So you're going to see these times start to even out, and Wilko probably take a bit of a lead.
For sure, and Yale's only missing the owl star, right? He already did wild blue, so he's gonna grab the owl actually. Not seeing owls from him. Which is only a 4-second difference. He only saves like 4 seconds with Alice, and you do have to get it first try as well to save that time, so might as well just go safe in a race. Probably a good decision as well.
And we'll be getting that nice movement up on top of the fortress.
And quite a significant lead as well, around like 20 seconds, I believe. It's not bad for the beginning, right after Womp's.
Yeah, I guess that kind of translates well for Yale, because obviously Wilko did have that 17-18 second lead from the start of the run of the race. So looks like Yale was kind of doing this part, not losing too much time, but didn't manage to save any either on the other hand. But Wilko having a very clean run so far, so Yale definitely waiting for his opponent to give him some room to catch up.
And also getting that 0.6 after 0.5. This man's not slowing down on the slide. And it's also worth mentioning that Womp's is a very tricky stage at flying from Wilko. But as I was saying, Womp's is a really tricky stage, so if you manage to get through there quite consistently, and Wilko missing that one red has to turn around, probably gonna grab it right now. No problem. I was actually quite close as well. Grabbed it with his finger. Tip. Kind of scary.
Just gonna take a moment to call out some VIPs in chat who apparently have been kind of rigging the guesses for the slide star. It doesn't really count to get the guess correct when you're a VIP and you have actually had access to the script beforehand. So definitely gonna try and put certain chatters down a peg.
Unfortunate. Wish I got the spread, but as a commentator, gotta go in there blindly.
Oh, for sure. It's really cool to actually improv a few lines. So I actually skipped out on a couple splits. We're gonna see what kind of what happens and maybe riff on a couple things there.
And Wilko's might gonna have some trouble here in Duck World. This is a has to wait as well. I think his jump got eaten. He didn't manage to get the switch press first try, and Yale did. So yeah, might actually grab a better cycle here. Also gets that, yeah, I don't think Wilko can get Shigeru cycle anymore. That goes for the poverty normal cycle then. As long as he doesn't die, that looks sketchy, but he's through there. Nice.
That looks like on pace for a shake.
Ooh.
Uh-oh. Gonna have to do a little poverty here.
Gonna grab that chick cycle on the L side though. That was very nice. Saves around like 4 seconds, I believe, over normal cycle from what Wilko got. So
yeah, Wilko's really good at budget shake. Very often you'll see him take a hit from an amp or something, just some bad RNG or just some kind of unlucky moment, and never ever lets it get to him. Only loses, kind of good at time.
Yeah, 4 seconds is not too much. He still got a significant lead, as he was leaving Worms quite strong.
Meanwhile, Yale coming in here, and don't be deceived by the fact that he went for the owl to be safe in the middle of a marathon. These players are very, very well matched. Wilko only has an 8-second advantage on his opponent in terms of PV. Yale is rocking that 50-40, so we are seeing two very evenly matched players. So Wilko has got to keep that 12-second lead, as the chat has kindly pointed out for us.
City sky jump. Nice execution by Wilko. You can grab the star actually right the first time you enter BRB, but as you don't have the wing cap, you have to do a different strat, which you don't want to do in races. It's too hard. Called Island Top.
Unless you're Benny in the 70-star finals.
I've also Ouija doing that, so props to those guys. I wouldn't go for it.
So if you're a human, you don't want to do Island Hop.
That's very risky. It's very low reward and very, very risky.
Pretty much relies on a frame perfect or pixel perfect also jump dive, where you have to hit exactly at the right moment and on the right pixel to get a perfect double jump dive. And obviously, runners only go for it because it's the very first star of the run. If it were in a later level, I'm sure that they would probably take the double entry.
Yeah, for sure. But as we said earlier, you can't really reset in a race, so it's not can't really go for it. Otherwise, unless you want to lose like 20, I don't know how many seconds you lose. But yeah.
Of course, not to miss out on exciting action, Yale did save over 1 second with his castle movement, so definitely doing his part to catch up in this marathon.
He's in there as Wilko takes a small bonk. He also have to do the backup though, and just fine.
Wilko rescuing some penguins.
We already did see that Yale is gonna go for CCM 18. He did the slide first. I'm not sure if that's also Wilko's route, but we're gonna see right now if he's gonna go for slide 100 coins or he does go for slide without 100 coins. So both going for CCM 18, which is kind of smart. Not everyone wants to do double plus.
Yeah, double plus is often best avoided.
Yeah, exactly. So I might as well just grab that big penguin star. When Yale actually going for the... Did he go for the safety red? Yeah, he did.
Yeah, it looks like he's going for the safety red. I call that the Shantastic red.
Usually you can only lose like 1 coin in the slide, but if you grab the Shantastic red, you can lose a bit more.
I call it the Shantastic red because every time I get confident, I never ever miss more than I never have to miss more than a coin. Like, I always get every single coin, except when I don't get the safety red, and then I miss like 4 or 5 coins. It's a guaranteed loss.
That sounds more like a Shantastic curse to me.
Oh, indeed. And Yale definitely doing some solid manip to avoid that curse.
And on the other hand, Wilko not deciding to grab the safety red, so has to grab almost every coin.
And Wilko going to be stepping in here to race his teammate, Mr. Penguin.
I would say after you got that jump, that he just did, it's one of the hardest single jumps to grab like every coin. That's usually where I miss one. So he got that, and I would say ever since then he was pretty safe, and he does manage to get to the end, no problem. Just has one coin too much, so the star spawned a little bit farther away, but no problem for him. Nice. It happened to me that I would just miss the star.
Yeah, Wilko also wound up with 86 coins. 86 is not a problem. You can still make that long jump. You lose like a fraction of a second. But once you get to 87, that's when things start to get problematic, because you do have to miss a coin in order to be able to make that long jump.
Exactly.
Just to answer the question, the Psy in Wilko's name stands for his team, which is Psy Storm Gaming.
Going strong for sure. They both actually had a really decent CCM. Not just Wilko, but yeah. Heading into BBH, which is kind of a S stage in 70. There's not that much going on. You can mess up big time, but usually this isn't how it happened. I hope I didn't curse anything. When it's already starting, Wilko missing that wall kick, not able to get up there. Guess a solid backup though.
And it looks like Yale going to be heading into the courtyard, into the backyard. Is it a backyard or a courtyard, or is it both? I think it's both.
I think it's a courtyard. Actually, I'm not sure.
Because I always like to think of a courtyard as being in the front of the house. So I always think of like the courtyard as. I guess I'm not sure if it's a courtyard if it's also over a moat. So I guess it's not really, the outside isn't really a courtyard, but.
Yeah, I guess we can agree on a backyard. So seems about right.
I guess if it's a rear courtyard, like we're hearing in chat, I guess it would be a. It would be a backyard as well. So the two aren't mutually exclusive, I guess.
Shout out to Rochak.
Shout out to Rochak. Thank you for thank you for the 7-month streak resub.
Let's go.
10-month resub coming up on a year.
Alright, sorry, you were saying I kind of talked into you there.
Oh, I think the natural controversy progression there is our hot dog sandwiches, but I've been told to stay away from politics when commentating.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good idea.
Let's not talk about hot dogs and sandwiches.
As we're heading into SSL as well, so there's a lot going on and it's insanely scary. Good thing they only have to do +1s, which is probably the trick they're both gonna go for first. Easily to die on and quite hard to execute as well. So let's see. We could grab that big bomb, nice. Goes for the old style. No timer plus. And that looks good. Gets the double jump. Goes for the ground pound. Alright, he's in there. That was quite clean. For what he did, that was a really good attempt.
And there we go.
He doesn't get the double jump. Oh no, he might have just pressed A a little bit too late. That's exactly something I was thinking about that could happen. Oh. And Wilko at the same time messing up the long jump for the fly guy. I think the fly guy actually just trolled him and Wilko was kind of ready for that. And then Yell not able to re-grab the bomb or threw it away. Okay, he's not dead. Yeah, he's good. I always think when you get bopped by the bird like that, I feel like the runner's always gonna die, but I think you'll save enough to not die there if you get bopped. Alright, second big bomb for Yale.
All right, he does get. That was a really that looked really scary for the second ground pound. And
Manages to make him work. Just a little bit slow at the end there, but no death anymore. Luckily, that was unfortunate and fell behind quite a lot too.
So you may have noticed that I've been a little bit silent for the past 3 minutes. It's because I kept noticing that D was calling out things that I had not yet seen, and it was because I was touching the screen.
If you do, I always just ask
like,
if you
want me to. Is he a prophet? Is he Nostradamus?
Oh.
No, I was literally. You were literally calling out things before I saw them happen on my screen because I was watching the stream instead.
Oh, okay, I see.
And I was like really confused.
Yeah, I can imagine.
But Wilko could be heading here.
Very solid beginning for Wilko there. Solid.
Yeah, looks like Wilko going straight in for that lava boost. Doesn't want to delay it.
Does he go for the triple jump side? Oh, he does. Okay.
He's like the only. He and I are like the only two people I've ever seen who go for the triple jump lava boost.
Honestly, if you start doing the long jump strat, it's easier in my opinion because getting that triple jumping off that tiny rock within the lava is actually not that easy. I feel like I always had trouble with that back in the day before I switched to long jumping.
The thing I really like about triple jump boost is it makes me able to just rely on my upright notch, and long jump boost I found makes it harder for that. But maybe I just need to practice that more.
I think it's still worth trying it out at least.
Oh, for sure.
Ooh, Yale. That's really scary. He just managed to get up there, but
he survives.
That was so smart. He landed on the first stair so he could bounce on the second and third one to actually still get up without falling down and dying. That was a pretty high IQ play.
That's incredible, honestly. I think we've got a new god gamer in here. Is somebody who messes up on the stairs there and doesn't die. I think that's actually the most impressive trick in Player 64.
The Yale stairs. New trick. New backup strat. It's very easy to fall off there, for sure.
Yeah, chat now trying to estimate Yale's IQ. It looks like they're going to need some scientific notation for that. But Yale here cleaning up the reds.
1,800,000 IQ is a little bit low, I think, for that kind of play. Might need to go a bit higher.
I think that comes to the... You're getting to the point where your IQ can only be expressed in certain kinds of letters. Wilko going to be picking up the the penultimate. Speaking of high IQ words. Going to be picking up the second last star here. Going to be going back into the Lava Land. And going to be doing the 8-coin puzzle with 15 pieces.
Now he has got to be careful. Gotta grab these two reds so he does have enough health to make that. Not able to save it. I didn't know what to say, but unluckily, jumps into the lava, grabs the. I guess long jumping is also scary, just like triple jumping. But let's see if we can get a second try.
Yeah, it feels.
What?
Oh my goodness.
How did you not hit the lava there? Oh my god, that's so unlucky.
Well, he's going to be backing that up with a nice, clean elevator boost.
Something I also wanted to mention is that he delayed the volcano stars. I always do at least lava boost like quite early because that's something I often die on. So, I don't know. I always like to do the hard stars first, so that kind of stuff doesn't happen early on. Or later.
I always like to do obviously like the first stars I'll go with are the stars that have really easy or low time loss backups, and then immediately like after that I'll do the hardest.
Oh no, does he
continues to have struggles with this?
Yeah, at least he managed to land, like to not die and land on the stones.
Oh no, I did this in a run as well very recently. There came a point where I was just like, I just can't. I don't feel this today, and went for the long just climb.
Alright, and Wilko is... He's so far a whole DDD star ahead, and that chest star is quite long because swimming is slow. Man, he's got a really, really huge lead now. It's gonna be hard for Yale to come back from that because Wilko has not really been messing up. I can't recall him messing up in Leaf Lava at all, actually.
Yeah, I don't think so. I think Wilko's only like significant time loss all run has been the Talon Star. I think that's the only thing he's lost time on.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah, he's having a pretty sick run. I'm not sure exactly like how to gauge like the quality of their split times, but this just seems like a really, really, really sick run.
For sure, we'll have to see. I'm not too familiar with DDD split times, but we're gonna see after Fire C, the 34. Like low 25 or very low 25 is around world record pace, so I like to go from there. Yale having to slow a little bit down to like make that turn at the end there. That's a very good turn.
Yeah, but he does pick up a really clean pre-movement for the star spawn.
Alright, Wilko on the other end, no Manta Troll. Went through DDD quite easily as well.
Indeed. If Wilko can get early Ellies here, it's gonna be like super good for him. That's gonna make it real hard for him to fall behind.
Exactly, putting a lot of pressure on Yale if he manages to get that early. Dodges those Goombas, they were all out.
Oh no, this is
the red coin. Ooh, I don't think he can get early Ellies anymore. Well, he can get early Ellies, but not the lava.
He might get like a wall, yeah. He might get like a wall kick early Ellies. Ooh, that was rough.
That was so scary. He almost landed
it looks like it's gonna
below the platforms and.
Oh wait, of course he has to get the red coin, so he can't go for the wall.
Yeah, that's a good chance for Whale to save around 20 seconds though. If he gets that early Ellie, it's a good ending.
True. Looks like Wilko's getting a decent ending here.
Alright. And yeah, also no Manta problems. Perhaps a star.
No Manta problems. That Manta is a known troll. If you miss the first, if you don't get the first or second ring, you've got to really, pardon my pun, but you got to jump through hoops to make sure that you get all 5 rings in a row.
That's true.
Wilko mercifully getting into that Bowser pipe.
Let's see. This is also, I don't know why, but it's actually scary to do this though. It's so kind of easy to miss, and you always feel like if you miss, you lose around 15 seconds, 20 seconds. Because you have to wait for Bowser to jump back on the platform, do his thing. Ooh, and Yale barely grabbing that early at least. Lava boost, let's go. So the side gets a side for wall kicks. Nice. That looks like a good ending as well, coming up from Yale. That's a good Fire C. Nothing else to say.
Yeah, just having a very solid Fire C. So Yale saving, I said heftily and loftily at the same time, so I said hoftily. Yale hoftily saving some time over his opponent. But yeah, I think the Fire C missing a throw, you think it loses like way more time than say Bits throws, but I think it also kind of factors that it throws a lot shorter, so you don't lose quite that. You still lose the most time missing a Fire C throw. But I think it's like 14-15 seconds.
And of course you do have more frames to hit that throw, and like since you don't have to throw that far or fast.
Yeah, indeed. Ooh,
a little bit of a step up from Wilko there, and also had a little bit of
that
RNG.
Oh, we're gonna use
oh, you mean the box?
He's got the term I use is not one I'll repeat here, but it was a lovely. It was a shower of coin.
That one was really good as well. Grabs every single coin right away.
Yeah, just getting really nice RNG here.
Has every coin. You're only allowed to miss one coin. If you miss more, you already have to get backup coins at the end, which is not too bad. It's not such a huge time loss, but yeah.
I think it's more of the ego hit, really, than anything. And you're coming into upstairs where your mentality plays a huge role. Having to go for that backup coin, it just feels a little, just feels a little emasculating. So it's
I agree.
Nice to get that.
Just joining upstairs and then you already have to back something up, lose a little bit of time, can get to your brain. But no issue for Wilko whatsoever.
As well.
Yeah, seems like he's gonna grab every coin too. Oh, gets that though.
Takes a little taser to the face.
That can happen easily around that corner though. That amp is vicious. You can never guess where it is and you don't really see it too, so...
Don't tase me, bro.
Ooh. Nice triple jump walkie from Wilko too. That was a good first star. I wonder if he's gonna go for a second triple jump walkie. Dude, those checkers were nice to the runners. I have that often that coins just fly away, and I have to chase them.
It's kind of like your like those I forgot what they're called, the coin pouches in SL. Those guys will just spray.
Oh, the money bags.
Yeah, the money bags, right?
Yeah, I know what you mean. They're even worse, but it feels like the checkers are just as bad. Wait, what? L just didn't want to walk kick, I guess? Alright. He just turned around and didn't walk kick.
Yeah. That's an interesting triple jump there. I mean, it works for him, right? So.
Yeah, I'm not sure if that even loses. It didn't look too bad. Probably loses just a little bit, but not much at all.
Yeah, unfortunately for Yale, just Wilko not making any major errors still. I think it's been pointed out that his castle movement's been a little lackluster, and he's had that one slip up on Challenge Star, but so far nothing really big going wrong for him. So Yale's kind of doing his.
Not to forget Fire Sea, of course, but yeah, he still went through there. Not too bad. So that's something where Yale did come back, but yeah. I also feel like Wilko is, yes, some of the hard strats down, but for example, in Madrid for the triple jump wall kick, he just went safe for the second one to make sure to not fall down. So he just gets that time safe for the first one and then goes safe for the second one, which is pretty smart. The second one doesn't have as much, so kind of going for that consistency instead of risky time savers.
Indeed. And Yale's gonna be heading here into the tiny, huge island. Obviously, we'll be opting for huge.
When we're going for that mountain flip, that was okay. That was a really nice one, though. That was a really good mountain clip.
Interesting. I guess he couldn't choose. The mountain clip movement only saves like a split second, so he couldn't choose between the two. So I guess he opted for the worst of both worlds.
Just after getting the mountain clip, he just decided to go for the other.
Oh no, Yale missing the tiny mountain clip. So you're gonna be losing some time.
Oh, both actually left going really far to the left. It happened to Wilko as well. Okay. Yeah. Could have been worse. Got through there. For that small time loss. But then again, did get a solid backup. Still in there.
Oh!
Not... Okay.
Wilko with some NA aim on that star.
I'm pretty sure he thought he already had the star and then waited for like a split second before realizing he didn't grab it. And still, I want to say that it's just upstairs. There's still something worse coming up, which is Tippy. After HMC, of course.
Tippy?
But yeah, it's
Killing
not...
runs? No.
You don't think that can happen? I don't know, I've heard some things.
Tippy giveth and Tippy taketh away, as the scripture says.
Sometimes it gives world records and sometimes it destroys lives.
Indeed. Wilko and Tippy are indeed a volatile combo. Especially the... Oh no!
It's safe and quit. That's not... he's still gonna be ahead of Yale, but that's such a massive time loss.
That is... Oh, that is so rough. Oh no. I mean, it's...
Because he has got a good flow going, and now that he's safe and quitted, maybe that's gonna actually affect his gameplay a lot more.
I will say this. This has been a common. This has been a more common occurrence in Wilko's runs lately. I think he's doing new menu tech. I don't know if that affects things, but that seems to be. Or maybe the new menu tech, if he's like not doing new menu tech like now, that might be affecting things. I'm not sure how that affects it because I'm not sure how it works exactly. But lately he has been saving and quitting a lot more runs.
I see. Yeah, what you want to do is hold left in the beginning in the star select screen, and then as you leave the stage, you just want to hold down, and that does the whole work for you pretty much. You just have to press A afterwards. Interesting.
So then, basically, what could happen is like you mess up the tech in star select, and then if that happens, then you're probably gonna get a save and quit.
Yeah, if you don't know you messed up, then you probably are not ready for that.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm not sure if you still get that like down once. I'm not sure if it still goes down even if you messed up, but yeah. Usually it just goes down twice if you did it right, and maybe just once if you messed up. Or maybe he messed up, I didn't see exactly, but he could have also messed up re-entering the painting.
Oh no, Mr. Red Coin. Nothing's worse than missing a red coin on those mushrooms. I need a diaper change when I miss red coins on those mushrooms.
Those mushrooms aren't that scary. Oh well, as soon as you miss a red, as you said, yeah. Yale getting that invis wall though after that log wall kick, dude. That's so unlucky.
Yeah. So invis walls are just. They're one of the most frustrating parts of any runner who gets beyond a certain point. And even the runners who don't, I think invis walls are a pretty universal growing pain.
Yeah,
there are certain ones that like sometimes you just can't avoid.
Definitely, I would say that casual players probably hit them a lot more since
for sure
we kind of know how to avoid them. Now Yale's going a lot more to the right, which is probably a good way to avoid that invis wall there. But
for sure,
get the double jump, slides down.
I'd say the most common invis walls I see are on the TTM log and that one particular one in TTC.
I think I know exactly which one you're talking about.
Oh, the specifically the coin box in TTC 100, the 80 coins to 90 coins box.
Right at the top.
Right before that, you make that jump. Right at the top, yeah, you hit that. It seems like still that particular invis wall, a lot of top runners still don't have figured out, and obviously like you can't blame them because it feels like there's multiple different textures there that could mess you up.
Feeling like you're talking to me since I hit that a lot, but yeah. Wilko starting off Snowman's Net very strong. Snowman's Net, and that ground pound is not easy. That was a really good start for Wilko. I was gonna say Snowman's Net is also not too easy. But yeah, that ground pound is actually, I don't know, that timing is very hard. And I'm pretty sure I'm not alone on that. I was talking to Tabascuff, I think. That timing that ground pound is one of the hardest things.
Yeah, it seems pretty difficult.
It is for sure. And yeah, also having a decent snowman set as well. Not gonna fall behind there.
Yeah, Yale actually not that far behind. Certainly not a tippy-proof lead for Wilko anymore. We joke around, but they're getting to the scariest part of the run.
I'm gonna grab it as good of a freezing pond as Wilko though. Nice backup though.
Yeah, still gets ground pound movement. So one of the backups is you can just kick up the slope and dive over, but that does cause you to roll out, and you're going to miss the ground pound. You're going to lose a little time. You got to run back, pick up the box, and do all that stuff. This backup seems a lot cleaner. Definitely very well practiced. Cool stuff from you.
And it looks like it's gonna be around a 1 minute. 1 minute behind Wilko, I feel like. Wilko at 38-28 fade out. So we're gonna see what Yale's getting. That's a lot. It's very, very low. Very, very much. But again, tippy. I can't express how much time you can easily lose in tippy.
It's so true.
It's too much.
I mean, like the first tippy split, you literally start with a specific trick that if you mess it up, and it's a pretty frame precise trick, and if you mess it up, you just die and you lose like 15 seconds.
And that can happen on so many stars too.
That can happen on most of the stars.
But yeah, now something we should probably mention is the HMC lane. In case anyone isn't familiar with that, it is faster to grab that second MIP star and go back to HMC after you've already been down there, so it's kind of weird, but it does save a second.
It does save a second, which is how I
HMC late.
Yeah, which is how I justify doing HMC late, because I really like doing that route. The problem is I keep missing MIPs, and the moment you miss MIPs, it is no longer worth it. But some runners, I guess, are just too lazy to learn THR Reds.
Yeah, you could also be messing up a different star, so maybe it's not too bad that you miss MIPs, you know?
Yeah, I feel like
that time on a different star.
I feel like both THR Reds and SL Reds, I'll be dying a lot. So,
yeah.
You know, we take our trades. Looks like both players seem to have gotten a pretty clean triple box jump. Oh no! Yale getting a beautiful walk kick save.
Perfect. But then again, it's like, it's insane that he got that walk kick still, but Wilko is just not slowing down at all. He's gonna enter Tippy for a huge lead.
Oh, my bad. Apparently, Yale didn't get triple box jump before, because he clearly just got it now.
Oh yeah, he just that was his first star actually in HMC.
Maybe I became Nostradamus. Maybe I predicted the future this time. But overall, seems like a fairly clean HMC.
Yeah, no problems from Wilko whatsoever. Just gonna get that Christmas miracle. Same as Yale, but Wilko already has the other 2 stars that Yale still needs to grab.
Almost synced. But yeah, Wilko gonna be cleaning up here, and he's in the red right now, but he won't be about 2 seconds.
That huge jump actually gave us the fade out sync.
The perfect sync.
The fake fade out sync. And now Wilko's gonna head back upstairs and into Tippy. Scary is part of the run. It's right at the end, and then also has the stages where you can die on at every moment, pretty much.
Ooh, Yale didn't get a good setup for that triple jump wall kick, so going to be backing up with the rolling rocks. I really like that backup, very much on point there. So for anyone unfamiliar with 70 Star or with Mario speedruns in general, basically Rainbow Ride starts off with a triple jump where you have to wall kick off this moving platform. And if you mess it up or miss the timing, you're going to die. So already starts off difficult. But now, see Wilko's doing the Locky 2 bouncing. Oh no.
That's not good.
And you saw Wilko actually you saw him hit the platform and then fall off, and the reason that was is that he's having to pull toward the platform to hit the Locky 2. And if he sees that he misses, he has a split second to push himself back forward onto the platform. Otherwise, he's going to fall off. It is extremely precise. Looks like Wilko does manage to get the Locky 2 bounce. I cannot stress how precise that trick is.
So also scary walking as well.
True.
But yeah, something I'm concerned about now is that, again, it may be that just plays with Wilko's Wilko's mindset. And now, I don't know, if he did get a second, really good recovery, did get a second try, but he's not done with Emerald yet, there's still a lot to do. No, Yale.
A little RNG manipulation ground pound.
Yale didn't die, but also fell down on like your bounce as well. Now it's also doing reds.
Oh no! Oh, and this is how precise the trick is, because not only do you have to make, do you have to do that camera change, the side flip, the triple jump, and hit that wall kick, you also have to manipulate the Lucky 2 RNG so that Lucky 2 is in perfect position for you to be able to bounce on top of him. So even if you mess up any part of that movement and you correct it, there's a possibility that Lucky 2 is going to be in the wrong position and all of your work will be for nothing. And that's what happened with Yale, and actually Yale losing almost as much time as Wilko did on that death.
Well, I'm actually not too sure on this, but I think it depends on how early or how late you side flip and again falls down on that Lucky 2 bounce.
Oh my goodness. Ooh, but Wilko having some serious struggles here with the triangles being a little tricky for him.
Ooh, still okay. Should get up now. There he goes. A whole star ahead, pretty much. So, and Yale still has to do Lucky 2 bounce, which is the hardest star on the stage. Already messed it up twice.
That actually, interesting thought, like, kind of spawns from the chat. Oh, go ahead. Wilko here cleaning up the swinging of the breeze. Makes that line jump.
To not go for that Lucky 2 bounce anymore. As you can see,
yeah.
going for the.
Oh no!
Walks off though. Falls all the way down.
Okay, doesn't die. Which is a minor consolation. And Yale not running through that hard, so definitely tiger blooding this. Oh my goodness.
Wilko with...
Oh, you're not going to get anywhere with that. Wilko starting off his TikTok 500 coin.
Yeah, Yale not able to get the walk, finally gets up there. But yeah, as I was gonna say, Wilko actually gave Yale a good opportunity to catch up, but Yale cannot get up to this ship. And oh, okay, that Spiny almost killed him. That Spine's gonna kill him. No.
Oh no! Oh no! I think Yale. Oh my goodness.
Oh god. He also tried to jump a lot higher with that side flip too to avoid the flames, but he couldn't manage to grab the pole high enough.
Yeah, and at this point, like, you can't really ever say never in terms of a 70-star run where both runners are still in Tippy, obviously, but the writing's starting to enter the wall. Wilko gets invis-walled!
What we were talking about earlier too.
I'm sorry?
That was exactly what
oh yeah, no, exactly.
Earlier.
That invis wall is probably the most common invis wall that persists no matter what your level is.
Yeah, I also Yale just got Lucky 2 bounce after messing up that much. Like, of course that has to happen. It works right when you're already so far down, so far behind. Unfortunate.
Oh my gosh.
Remember right for Yale.
But Wilko mercifully out of TTC 100, and every star he makes it through without like a major time loss is.
Can he actually...
Oh, Yale gets a beautiful backup.
He actually made one platform already fall down, so
oh
yeah,
my
just
gosh.
makes it a lot better.
Yeah, sorry, I actually missed the initial backup movement for that triple jump. I only saw the end of that triple jump, but that was so Monka-esque.
It's even without that platform falling down, I think that backup is so much harder than doing the regular movement.
Yeah, if I had every platform there and I get perfect setups for that triple jump, and I do have to back up that star a lot, I still have like a 60% rate of actually making that triple jump because it's so precise.
Exactly, it's really, really hard. Still, Wilko's just not giving in. He's... Oh! Yeah, missing that red. Is he just gonna grab backup coins? Yes, I did. He's just gonna ignore that one red and get backup coins later on.
Yeah, probably just gonna go for that, box, or anticipating hitting this.
Man, Wilko definitely showing the consistency too. It's like...
Yeah, I mean, Wilko's game has gotten like we make a lot of jokes about Wilko and Tippy, partly because of that long sub 150 grind that kept dying to like TTC.
We as in not me, just fantastic.
But we as in probably like mostly chat. For some reason, I'm taking responsibility for chat being like really rude to Wilko. It's just like, nope, no, apparently I'm doing that. Yeah, no, people make jokes about Wilko and Tippy because of that long 150 grind or 149 grind. But Wilko's entire run has gotten so consistent. He does a lot of up RTA.
Yeah, for sure. He's showing it. That TC has been very clean so far. I haven't seen too much except for that invis wall, which he can't do too much about. That happens to me a lot as well, so happens to the best of us. Other than that, though, that TDC was super solid.
Oh, maybe I should start doing that for runners too. So like basically, whenever a runner makes like a big mistake, I'll pretend it was me who did it.
Speaking of big mistake,
oh my god,
not being able to get
fantastic, choking those reds again.
But yeah, it's not too bad at all. Like he's still got such a huge lead, and Yale also missing the turbo jump. Decides to just end it there and try again. Not even bother with backup movement.
Oh no, and the mod's telling Yale that he is legally obligated to wait. I think that was before the 35.
Oh man.
Yep, he's on random time. Oh no.
Yale being forced to finish this tragedy of a run.
Indeed. Actually, like, all players do sign a contract, and you are open to prosecution if you don't finish your run. Commentators is telling lies here.
Yeah, but it does look very far in Wilko's favor.
I think Wilko forgot he wasn't doing reds. Because he did like a last-minute strafe there.
Yeah, it did stop right before. Alright. Last stretch of the run. Just gonna finish this bits and... Yeah, I would say that Yale has given up a lot. That was interesting, moving bars movement. That's so unfortunate. But yeah, that was a lot of stuff that happened to him.
He's just highly unfortunate for Yale just to end off the run like that. Nothing is like more frustrating. I really hate runs where you think, okay, I'm just gonna finish, and then stuff just keeps going wrong. I totally feel for that.
Yeah, it's what you're gonna do, right? Yeah, sometimes you're just in that mindset where you try to not mess up and you still mess up. It's just you can't fix it sometimes. I have that too, where you just can't play well for whatever reason. It just doesn't work. No matter how hard you try, and already last throw for Wilko, that's not gonna hit. Quite too far away, but it's got enough time.
Yeah, Wilko definitely not getting a 51 now, but clean second attempt on that throw.
Playing 52 is gonna grab all them points, right?
Yeah, it looks like a 52-11. Might be a 12. Oh, it looks like a nice clean 11.
GG. That was
amazing.
Interesting race at the end. I feel like Yale had a good chance of coming back, but yeah, also fell into Tippy's hands, unfortunately.
Yeah, I mean that's the big problem with Tippy is that it has the power to equalize all runs, but it's just as likely to just widen the gap. Though I guess at the end of the day, it's like a win's a win and a loss is a loss. So it's like always worth it to go for it. But sadly, the cards were not in Yale's favor. And Psystorm's Wilko are going to be taking this race.
It seems like Yale's... Oh, actually, he might finish. Because he could still grab some points. I don't know if it's still possible. But yeah, even if you lose, you can still continue. And if you're not too far behind your opponent, you still can grab some points. So just want to give your best the whole time and not give up ever, pretty much.
Exactly, and it seems like the point system is designed such that finishing the race, no matter what your time, is 100% better than not finishing the race. So you'll always end up with more points if you finish the race, even if you get like a 120 or like a 125. So maybe at that point you're willing to give up the points, but.
Maybe your opponent gets the 120 as well. Who knows? Might happen.
But it looks like things are going to be nice and quick here. I think he has one more. Oh, one more time moving. Started to do. Oh no, two more because he got early to.
Gonna grab those reds afterwards as well. I think. Yeah, it should be. It's just something that you gotta get used to when racing like this. You gotta get into the mindset of always not let those mistakes get into your head and just try to continue, because you can always like get something out of finishing.
He got slow movement.
I think he's just gonna. Is he gonna do? Nah, he's just gonna jump off.
He's gonna dive off the edge, but it's just it's not even that big a deal, especially like right now. But when you're behind in a run or you're just trying to finish the run, just these little things can just the mentality effect is horrible. It's like a bonk. Bonks only lose you like a fraction of a second or like a second and a half, but there's nothing worse than the feeling, right?
Definitely. What you gonna do, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Too hard.
He's saying like, listen, I'm gonna finish this run, but I'm also gonna meme a little because he is crossing the 3-minute maximum, which means that he's not. He's certainly not like contending for more points. Oh my gosh!
It's actually. It says on the challenge that it's 5 minutes, so it should be.
Okay.
Possible.
Okay.
Like if the time difference is above 5 minutes, the winner receives the full 90 points. Oh, but can I grab the star?
Oh.
Yale, please get up.
Yale, stop memeing!
I don't even think he's memeing. I think he's actually struggling because these platforms trying to get up like that is as hard as it looks. Like no joke. That was something, dude. Wow.
Is it? It seems like it's harder to do the kicks when you're facing toward the screen.
Yes, for sure. I agree on that. That happened to me a lot as well when I was trying to get up like that. Because you can't move to left and right as good as forward and back, you know?
Oh, for sure.
So your aerial momentum is a lot weaker. So you're slower, pretty much.
Oh my god.
But yeah, he's not gonna be able to get a 57-11, so unfortunately also no points for him.
Yeah, I believe, I'm not sure if the you have the point system open?
Yes, it's for every 10 seconds of time difference, the winner receives an extra point, and that goes up to 90. Okay. Wait, no.
Is there anything for did not finish?
Sadly no. So if you're above 5 minutes, the winner already receives all points.
Okay. Yeah, that's rough. So now we can see Yale. Oh, going for a little moving on the left side, not working out.
Almost getting. He keeps growing though, so big props to him after such a run. I'm pretty sure most runners would have quit when entering Tippy like that. It's not that easy to continue after falling down multiple times. Unfortunately, we don't have time for interviews. Wilko asked for it, but we're gonna get ready for the next race.
Yep, indeed. But we will be seeing a lot more of Wilko and a lot more of Yale. Yale actually has another race tonight at 9 p.m. EST, so certainly going to be catching some action from him. This is Unfortunately, he's having a bad first race, but it always happens. There's always that one run, that one race, that one marathon that just doesn't go your way. But Yale, a fantastic Mario runner for sure. You don't get under 51 minutes without being incredibly sick and god gamer like at this game. So definitely tune in. Just a heads up, if you miss any Mario action or you're trying to catch it, our schedule, it's super packed, and it is right over here. If you type !schedule in the chat, you can see when every single race is, mark it down in your calendar, add the event to your own calendar. There's an event there. You can probably just import it somehow if you're tech savvy and like me. And if you wind up missing a match, also type !YT. That stands for YouTube. And I don't know if you've heard of YouTube. It's a pretty sick video site that has a lot of gaming channels, including our own, the Global Speedrun Association. The GSA YouTube channel does upload all of our VODs to the YouTube channel, so type !YT to catch any games that you happen to miss. And then merch if you want to buy stuff.
I would just say, couldn't have said it any better. I actually didn't know there's something else than just Twitch in terms of video platform, but yeah. That's it, I guess. That was the race.
I get all my news from the Twitch VOD database.
But yeah, big prompts to Yale for still finishing. That's gonna do it for us. It was a blast commentating with you. Fantastic.
You too, D. I will catch you in a later match. And I will see you. All right, we're signing out. We will see you all real soon.
Bye.